What's up, guys? It's Mr. Janvid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server introducing Isles of Armor. So the new metagame is here, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to the academy, hit the thumbs up just for that, and please leave a comment. I always do like to meet my new people and get familiarized with those who are new here, because I'm very active in the comment section. And so definitely, if you're new here, I'd like to know how you found out about the channel, and welcome, because fortunately for you, you're on the channel for the best competitive Pokemon, period. I can't say I'm the most entertaining, or can't say anything else, but when it comes to competitive motherfucking Pokemon, it gets no better than here. And I've earned that. I've worked on that. And so today we're going to be featuring Don O'Y's team of whatever the hell. We are higher on the ladder. I don't remember how much we have. We're 19 something. I don't think I've decayed that much. And we're going to be featuring Urshifu here today. We are 1912. So we decayed about 12 points or 20 points or something. But let's see what they're doing on the high ladder. I have not watched any lives. I've been at work, so I don't know what anybody's using. We're about to learn today, as our first opponent is 1895, so he has quite a amount of points himself. As Alolan Marowak loses to Urshifu. Magearna, I'll have to find out the roles versus that. But could you lose to Urshifu as well? Crawdon loses to Urshifu. This is Mono lose to Urshifu, which is nuts for somebody who has this much points. But it is a new metagame, and so it's understandable. And thus, the only thing I need to do is force that Magearna in once, and then I sweep him. It's a Trick Room team as well, and so we have to keep that in mind. And so Drum Azu under Trick, not even under Trick Room. Drum Azu setting up versus, say, Crawdon. No, not even that. I'll have to find a setup fodder, but Drum Azu smacks. Kommo-o guards well against Crawdon and this, and to a lesser extent the thingy. And so I'm going to prioritize getting up rock. That way the Alolan Marowak is within Aqua Jet range after a little bit. And so Rotom is almost unkillable, and it destroys all of his Trick Room users. It forces Magearna to allow me to hit it, and then I'm going to attempt to set up versus Urshifu. So I'm assuming one of these is a Dark Resist Berry. Gengar is almost unguardable. It's only Psychic. He has 2 Dark types, but neither of them take Shadow Balls very well, and I have Trick. So just a lot of dope stuff, going on. And so as phase 1, what I'm going to do, as much as I'd enjoy leading off with my Magearna, I do have Spikes and Stealth Rocks, and I'm going to be doubling down on that, and then Urshifu sweeping. And so this is why I didn't want to lead Gengar, because this is likely Sash or a Resist Berry. What this does is allows me to burn it, assuming I hit. Hopefully my luck from last gen doesn't follow into this one, as we're going to lead off with this. Opt for the burn early, covers any kind of, because I'm assuming he's going to Trick Room here. Even if he Trick Room opts into Memento, because of Rotom's solid defense, none of his mons can come in and destroy us, barring potential Pangoro. And so we get the Will-O-Wisp burn on that, Trick Room. And so I'm assuming he's going to opt for a easier than Memento here, or he's going to opt for Stealth Rock. And so we're going to defog here to stall out as he goes to Pangoro. Bound to happen. He can't KO me, so he's going to trade Pangoro here. And so because he has Crawdon and all this and whatnot, obviously I have no switch and everything gets 2-hit. So I'm going to burn it as he has Lumberry. But he only has one more turn of Trick Room. And so it's definitely Guts, not gut, you know what I'm saying. He's definitely the item that, and so I have an interesting decision here, because Kommo takes a +2 hit, which is crazy to think, right? Kommo is that bulky. But because I have Ferrothorn, I don't think I'll need Kommo-o, because Kommo is there to guard against a tank. And now he's gonna switch out, anticipating me to go for bullet. And so back, Ryunrigis is back. And so we got the stealth rocks up, phase 1. This is probably dual stab, and so I'm gonna position myself well with Ferrothorn here upon Trick Room. And we're gonna get that spike up. I did not expect Alolan Marowak to come in. Very risky play because I could have just knocked. Perhaps he's like feeling under pressure here, where he's like, okay, I need to put up some pressure here. So under Trick Room, my Ferrothorn is super lethal. Very likely to see a Shadow Bone come out hard. As much as I'd like to knock off, the correct play is just to go to my Kommo-o and get the free switch in the Rotom. Flare Blitzes, and he's that, what, you know what I'm trying to say, he's the other one. And so, you know, at this point it's the question of, do you want to trade Marowak for this? And so bulk up Urshifu, as far as I can tell, is about to sweep. Azumarill is about to sweep as well. I think if I go Azu, I take too much. I wish I had something with Intimidate here. I take too much from Shadow Bone to where I can't belly drum sweep. And I can't belly drum sweep because of his Crawdon. I don't think Crawdon dies from +6 Aqua Jet at 75%. Because he's going to be max HP, obviously. And so, quite a few concerns here. I am going to offer him because I can also Shadow Ball sweep potentially the way he's getting set up. Poltergeist. Thankfully I connect as he gets to go to, okay, Pangoro is going to be his Mon. Swords Dance, probably some kind of dual attack. So Gengar does resist fighting, and so, you know, he may opt for a, I still want this. Is it impossible to set up? He's definitely going to attack. I don't need Gengar to win. I'd rather have Rotom. So he goes for knockoff. I wasn't sure if he'd go for knock or if he'd go for it. And so knock is gone. Again, he could have poison jab, and so I'm gonna opt for Urshifu here. I'm gonna go for the substitute. As he goes to Slowbro. Dope. As we get to, I'm gonna Wiki Blow twice because I'm pretty sure he's gonna have the berry. I get a crit there. Obviously, always crits. And so he's gonna attempt to break my sub here. My sub actually faded, surprised by that. And so, you know, obviously we're going to sub down until we break it. Until, yeah, one more. And so I can bulk up. I think with a bulk up we're good. Or do I sub again then kill him? I think subbing again is better. That way we can hit the thingy twice. So it goes to Crawdon. Crawdon's out of the way. Yeah, I should just win with Ferrothorn. Well, I don't have Body Press, but you know, you get the idea. And so obviously Magearna comes out. Yeah, it's gonna be alive, so why not? Yeah. So we'll Drain Punch here. Yeah, even if he Focus Blasts, I'm Chopu. We eat that up. Does nothing. So we go down to the second one. I wonder what these things run. Assuming he hits, and then Urshifu just wins. So he hits. Lucky him. But again, Urshifu just subs down. I just don't know what these things run, and some, you know, I play very cautiously until I know for a fact like what these goons are doing these days. And so I'll sack Rotom and Volt Switch here. As he Thunderbolts. As I said, we can use Urshifu and just sub stall until I can Drain Punch him, and then Urshifu should just clean up. I don't think Pangoro can kill me from full with anything. How much am I getting? 25 Thunderbolt. Very odd. And so obviously we're gonna knock him out here with Drain Punch. Get some health back. So the Mag is dead. And so we're staring down Pangoro. Again, I'm pretty sure I've swept him here. I mean, even with, so I have to hard Azu here. He should be able to knock me out with anything. It's just a Lumgoro. So he CCs, and my play here is to, yeah, I just can't see how I lose. The Slowbro took a good chunk from me. Always drum here, yeah, and then that's Runrigus takes away huge power. I still don't think that's enough. Slowbro still dies. You say bad, GG. Hey, I'm not saying GG till I see that oh my fucking god, I have a lot of attack. Alright, so yeah, like, you know, I figured Urshifu won, but like, again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the I'll try to remember to put it in there. It's gonna be like one of those cards. I created a video series that teaches you guys in chronological order what you need to know, especially the principles. Principles are huge. If you're a vet, because oftentimes people who think they're vets, their egos get in the way and they're like, I don't need to learn anything. And then I mean, clearly you're not as good as you thought, because you're not having like ABR's level of success. And I've seen ABR come up back when ABR was just, you know, in his, like, back in what, 2017 on his come up, and now, you know, look at him blossom. I'm glad to see that. And so, you know, people get too involved and, oh no, I'm this and that. I'm like, dude, you're nobody. Humble yourself and learn, man. And so definitely go check out that video series. I'm like, and then you have people who are actually solid, who aren't overly arrogant. Like, this is, it's nuts. It's absolutely crazy to me. But yeah, get over yourself and check out definitely go check out the video series. And the video I want you to check out is the 3 pillars. That will change your perspective on this game. And so what I'm deficient in, and everybody's deficient in, when a new metagame is up, is they're deficient in knowledge, the knowledge pillar. And, you know, obviously if you're deficient in that, you gotta play in a certain way to account for certain things that you're just not gonna be aware of. So I'm assuming unaware clef. I'm guessing that's what the wave is gonna be these days. So I'm gonna try to toxic that with my Como. That's his primary Como switching. He does have slow bro as well, but I'm gonna assume clef is gonna be his primary slow bro switching. If it is not unaware, then upon weakening Tentacruel beyond a point, in conjunction with hazards, because hazards go in, and you know, iron barbs, all those good things, all those delicious things, I can really mess him up with belly drum Azu. And so that's where I'm gonna lean to. If it's not unaware cliff, then I can lean to Urshifu. Rotom, Volcarona is, you know, kept at bay slightly by Choice Scarf Gengar. And my Azumarill, I'm Choice Scarf Nasty Plot as well, which is very good for him, right? And in fact, I'm thinking about leading Gengar just to dismantle his core early, especially if I catch that Chansey, take away that Eviolite, effectively leaving it useless. And so his Urshifu is somewhat problematic, and so I want to be mindful of that, but I do have Como-O. Ferrothorn is unkillable outside of the Urshifu and the Volcarona, for which I have both Como-O, Azumarill, Choice Scarf, okay. And so I just don't know enough yet, guys. Personally, it should be Fair and Dazzling Gleam, but I don't know enough. Como covers both because he'd likely go into Chansey trying to scout for Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, niggas don't give a fuck. And so that gives me information early, because if you don't scout for Dazzling Gleam there, like, okay. And so Tentacruel res his ugly head. I don't know what these goons are using. I really don't want to this is my core Urshifu check. I didn't expect him to knock. I don't mind it, because I want the damage off for my Azumarill, as I mentioned earlier. And so If he has to rapid spin, so be it. I just hope he doesn't risk a Skull Burn and get it. And so there's the Slowbro. Wanted to force that in, as because he doesn't have a ground type. I'm gonna opt for Future Sight. That's the wave, huh? Okay, I should be staring down a Chansey. I should be staring down a Chansey next. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm maybe teleport. What's going on? What's the wave? What's the what am I gonna? He's gonna flamethrower me here. What's up? I do want to be careful around Volk. Volk does get Giga Drain. It gets quite a few toys. A Scald. I really don't want Urshifu's Scald burned. What the fuck would you be? Alright. It doesn't matter what he does. What's my play? What's my best all round? I can deal with Volk if he ports to it. Yeah. I was gonna go to something else. Volk, I can deal with that. It'd be foolish to attempt to set up now, so I'm assuming he's just gonna go straight for the attack. I know he's gonna be dual stab psychic. He could have something for his Azu, but yeah, should attack hard. Thankfully, no burnt. But he forces the Future Sight in, which makes sense now. I actually forgot about the Future Sight. So Flamethrower plus Future Sight, very good combo. And so, in this case, I can't belly drum. My opponent knows this, and so I'm gonna have to just keep Azu. Yep, unaware. I figured. Okay, that's actually good to know. That's actually very good to know, like for a fact to know. And so I'm gonna play rough on the off chance he does something silly like not wishing here. And now by forcing the wish, I get to go to Ferrothorn. Excelente. Quite a few plays here, but I'm really hammering him down with these hazards. Though I think the smarter play would be to Leech Seed because it covers through the Volk. Nobody would go to Volk though. I'll Leech Seed. It's the smarter play. Oh man, okay, so he's not going Volk now then. If he's Tentacruel is Liquid Ooze, then that's what he's gonna go to, which I don't mind. Just your boy's getting comfortable, getting real comfortable. And so we're gonna be knocking off here, anticipating Tentacruel. I think he forgot how Wish worked. So we're gonna go hard to Azu again. I know it's like, yo, that's mad risky Jamster and blah blah blah, but this thing is a problem and I can't have him just doing as he pleases. And so we're gonna jet here. I'll go down to Psychic as long as he's within my Gengar's range, or I trick this with my Gengar, then I'm good. In fact, part of me, actually, I know what I'll do. Because his options here are to go to. He can't even switch, really. He can, but it's not gonna be anything pretty. Yeah, he has to give up on mine. And so I catch Slowbro, which means I don't get that at all. I don't know what. I mean, Volk is now dead, the biggest threat to my team. Maybe you wanted the Swarm. Oh, he's defensive. But even then, dude, like what? How are these guys 18-20? Where are points coming from? What's going on? I know this like is the addition of not being able to use Pex, Clef, Corviknight exposing people like what? You know what I mean? Like what? I get people make mistakes, but like I'm trying to please explain to me like the rationale, and maybe like it was just, oh, this dude is overwhelming me, man. Like this is a lot of power, blah blah. All right, so we 1945. I know the last time that was pretty close to top 10. Not anymore. Niggas are rising. Actually, I think if we win one more game, we're top 10. We are 1945, and yeah, we're number 12. And so Let's grab another game. Enjoying this team so far, though. We just got to position ourselves properly, understand what we're good versus what we're potentially weak to, and play accordingly. I think Gengar could have definitely showed more value in that game, but timing wasn't right. And hazards, man. I'm glad hazards are a thing again, because I knew unaware Clef, because of Azu's presence and all these strong setup sleepers presence, would start to rise again. Problem with that is you cannot use leftovers. You can use leftovers, but then you're opting for, you have to get hazarded. T-spikes, toxic, all these things are very common, and if you opt for that, then you can't what am I trying to say? You obviously can't use heavy duty boots. You have to take all these hazards. If you use heavy duty boots, you can't have leftovers, so you miss a lot of, like, protect on Clef is huge, because not only does it allow you to wish, but it allows you generally, sometimes 2 rounds of leftovers. The turn you switch in leftovers, and then another turn of leftovers, which can be the big difference between a win and a lost soul. And so, what's up with all these Urshifu weak teams, man? Like, are people just not respecting him? Like, what the fuck? Like, this team just gets and so I'm gonna hazard spam the shit out of this guy, and I'm gonna Gengar the shit out of this guy. Gengar checks our Corviknight and Chansey. Gengar checks Corviknight, Chansey. Gonna bait Corviknight, Chansey in, switch Gengar in, trick the Corviknight, overwhelm Urshifu. And so spikes are gonna be a big deal. Spikes only come up versus Chansey. Well, these 3. I'm assuming it's no flamethrower. And so I'm gonna get up rocks pronto. Como destroys him, like, in and of itself. The only mon that really comes in on Como is Slowbro, and obviously I can toxic that. And of course, like, maybe what the fuck? Like, Azu just eats. Like, why is Azu not getting the respect it deserves? And Azu's drums versus Chance, potentially. I mean, you can toxic me. It could be a Rocky Helmet user too, and so that wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket there, but I do definitely have quite a few. So Urshifu plus Azu are going to be my go-to. In order for Urshifu to really mess people up, which is my more reliable go-to, I'd need Conk battered. For Conk to get battered and not drain punch my whole team away, Gengar would have to be my go-to, or Como, because I don't have good fighting resist. Biggest threat to my team: Marowak, Conk, Magearna, Magearna is slightly problematic. Marowak, Conk, Magearna. I'm actually gonna start this game off with, that was the one thing that I couldn't beat on lead, but I decided, because this if he teleport, right? Okay, and so I guess this is just the wave. People are just volt switch teleport. Okay, cool. And so I'm debating whether or not I want volt switch damage versus burn, have Rotom in versus whatever he goes to, because Rotom going in on whatever he goes. Like, say I Will-O-Wisp here, he'd obviously have to opt for, I need an Azu check for factual outs. And so I'm assuming Conk is gonna rear its ugly head here. Yep, I do want Conk in. Unfortunately, though, I don't like, he doesn't take very much from anything, and then he gets the future sight, and so he's really free to drain punch here. In hindsight, I should have went to Thorn. No, there's no way around it. There's no way around this. I think so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to decide who I'm gonna give up, right? Ferrothorn is not the wave. I'm not gonna give up Gengar. I'm not gonna give up Urshifu. Azu's the only one that can take both. And so I'm gonna get the Hydro Pump damage off. Let him. Okay, yes, CC. That's good. Because Rotom, I'm gonna have to destroy this guy before he destroys me. That's how this game is gonna have to go. We won't be sitting around playing games, lolly da 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 da, and all that shit. And the new, gonna have to destroy him quickly. And so, do this in the proper sequence. If I go Azu, he goes slow, bro. And so what I'm gonna do is go to Azu. I'm gonna play rough hard. I don't think he'd go. I don't think he'd switch. Yeah. So the threat of belly drum is too big, to where I'm gonna use that to make him not switch. And so, you know, McGearn obviously rears his ugly head. I'm not too sure what to expect from this. My boy making plays. Okay. And so, obviously, Poltergeist. People not running oh, the damage on this more so than I want rocks. Because right now Urshifu is looking handsome. And once I start hazard stacking, that Poltergeist is a 2 kill. I don't want damage on this more than I want. It's my end game. Okay. If he does opt to stay in, so be it. I think I drum sweep if he stays in. Again, it's gonna come down to, yeah, good. And so Chansey obviously can't touch. I might have just swept him. Honestly, I'm not sure what to expect here. He could have Thunder Wave. Yeah, that's not the case. He might have just gotten swept. Especially because you wish lock. I might have just swept him. I don't think Gearna can. Yeah, I think he just got swept. Yeah, this Gengar set is monstrous. That should be numbered. That should be top 10. The Academy. GG. I respect him playing it out though. I respect him playing it out. These games seem so easy because get ready, chance. I respect it. So just sludge away. That did a ton. Jesus. But yeah. The game seems so much easier now because it's not like. But again, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, right? And so, you know, the difference is gonna be. Because I've been doing so much practice, obviously using my own book. Speaking of which, guys, click the link in the description down below. Ignore the email address thing. For you guys to if you want the free thing and it's asked for your email, I don't get you guys' email. Like, well, I think it goes to my email, but it's not like I'm gonna be messaging you guys or anything like that. It collects your email so that it can send it to you. So that's how it delivers the products. It sends it to your email. And so the book, the only thing that I'm going to have on Amazon is the physical copy, which I'm planning to release later this week. And so this is obviously ebook you can get right now. Guys, it's very simple. And it all comes down how much you respect your own time. If you want to take, 2-3 years fumbling around, and then eventually, because you will come back, damn, what do you do? If you want to fumble around, go ahead. But if you want results now, right, especially in a new meta game, if you want to be active in tournaments, if you want to make the best use of the time and be good at something that you give a damn about, because I mean, especially if you read this, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, definitely check that out. Pick up a copy, man. And yeah, so I think that's where I'm gonna end it for today. Shout out to Don. Oh wow, you did an amazing job with this team. I just thought, I was like, man, this looks beast. Urshifu did his damn thing. He could have swept every opponent, but I mean, it was either Azu or Gengar who said, fuck it, I want it first. I want that first. And we are unintentionally top 10. But I did say we're gonna be playing more high level games, because before I wasn't taking the ladder very seriously, air quotes, because I've topped the ladder 100 million times in the past. So I was like, well, but I can't assume that you guys know that. And then there's also a lot of you guys who are on the come up. And if you're on the come up, I want to teach you guys the very things and show you guys the things that are at the top of the ladder. And you know, that's engaging, that's fun, seeing better players versus, you know, maybe that 1400, 1500, 1600, 1700 player that doesn't make a few mistakes, or, you know, sometimes they can be dope too. So they never knock a 1700 player. I think that's the most dangerous part of the ladder, personally. But you know what I'm saying. And so we made it to top 10. We're currently number 8. I mean, going for number 1 next. I'm gonna keep playing. And so please hit the like button if you enjoyed. Help the academy grow. When you hit the like button, it assists with YouTube promoting the video. More people can then see the video. More people can become a part of the academy. More people can stop fumbling around. And, you know, like, it's just very simple. Very simple. Let's solve this problem. You can be a part of the solution. And yeah, I'm done rambling. Thanks for watching, truly. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.